Ladies and gentlemen, let's get into the video. Let's discuss Nintendo's YouTube Creators Program, shall we? Or, as I and many others like to call it, a travesty. To fill you in, if you register a single video on your channel with Nintendo, you'll get 60% of the advertising revenue. Nintendo naturally swallows up the other 40%. On the other hand, if you register your channel for Nintendo content, then you'll be graciously offered 70% of the advertising revenue. Meanwhile, Electronic Arts, Ubisoft, DevolverDigital and dozens of other companies are cool with YouTube, but no, not Nintendo. And this is despite the fact, of course, that you've had the whole Assassin's Creed Unity fiasco, or people complaining about Electronic Arts and the Battlefield bugs, but still, they don't flag your videos, they don't try to copyright claim your videos, they will allow those videos to be up and take the criticism on the cheek. But not Nintendo. Instead, Nintendo tried to claw money out of the back pocket from YouTubers who are putting together the video and criticizing. This is a pure conflict of interest. If you're reviewing a game, you shouldn't have to share revenue with the company who produced the product that you are now reviewing. And remember, Nintendo do not really offer any form of way to actually differentiate them, a Let's Player from someone who is criticizing a piece of work. So now you've got the critics you love are effectively signing a terms of employment with Nintendo to cover their products. That feels a bit off to me, doesn't it to you? A few seconds of audio, a few seconds of a trailer used in a 30-minute video, Nintendo will still want some of their advertising revenue, please. So if you want to put together the top 10 games that you are most excited about for this year, and it happens to have a little bit of audio from one of Nintendo's trailers, they're going to try and claim back that revenue, which is absolutely ridiculous given the state of the Wii U sales. What's worse, Nintendo are actually acting as if they are doing the creator and viewer a favour, as if they found some loophole and a way to help you out and provide a method to allow you to actually upload and monetize videos. All but claiming YouTube's policies and faults that the videos have been flagged, when in reality they've had the power to just whitelist this stuff or to just allow it to go forward all along. I'm not saying that developers and publishers do not have the right to protect their IPs. If I make a Mario clone, if I steal assets from Mario Brothers and call it Wario, hey, wait a minute, and sell it on Steam for $5, then sure, get the lawyers involved. But it's to the point where YouTubers can't upload videos of their friends and themselves playing Mario Kart. The free advertising of seeing your favourite personalities having fun, playing games, and Nintendo just can't see this. PewDiePie, Angry Joe, the bigger YouTubers will just leave Nintendo alone. They've already said so. In fact, PewDiePie have said it's basically a slap in the face, Nintendo's policies. It's frankly not worth their hassle or time or revenue loss. Smaller channels like ours, well, we've already run off our feet with stuff to cover. We've got so many product codes, we've got so much technology to review and so on, that Amata and I just really can't cover anymore anyway, so we're happy to just ignore Nintendo. Because frankly, with our own network eating a slice of our own pie, and with Nintendo chomping off their slice, it just doesn't make sense to cover their product. And even if it did, even if we got more of the advertising revenue, we didn't have to pay our network, which we do, then it still feels a little bit off to me and the rest of the RGT team. It feels like a brand deal. Only poorer and worse terms for us as YouTubers and everyone else who wants to cover Nintendo titles are effectively in almost like a brand deal / employment. Do a bit of Googling around and you'll find plenty of evidence that Nintendo are stuck in the past. They do not understand the internet, and in fact, former executives, for example Dan Alderman, pointed out that each and every one of the board of Nintendo has the power to veto ideas. In other words, it's to the point where it's hard to even get new ideas and proposals to be implemented, and many people are just giving up because they just figure, hey, if I come up with something new and innovative, people are just going to say, nah, we don't really understand that, sorry, veto, and done. Your idea just gets shot down in flames, meaning it's very hard to get new intellectual property started, new games, and for this whole YouTube thing to become a thing for Nintendo. Nintendo doesn't need YouTubers to sell Pokemon. Gamers know what Pokemon is, and they don't need YouTube to sell Zelda. But, you know what? It did help. A lot of younger gamers now haven't grown up with Nintendo, and the next generation of systems are in full effect. The PlayStation 4, the Xbox One, the PC's gaining ground. Of course, you've got the iPads and all of these other systems. And don't forget, mobile gaming now in Japan has become huge. In fact, even the next generation consoles like the PS4 aren't selling as well as they used to. Hype is required for Nintendo. Hype is required for any product to really do well. Nintendo doesn't want another Wii U, and social media coverage is a way for this to happen. Instead, you've needlessly limited gamers and content producers. NeoGAF and other forums are clearly frustrated, pointing out that Nintendo are, and I quote, stuck in the past. Does this really help Nintendo's image? Not really. Sure, it's arguable that you might lose a few sales from some who watch the entire Let's Play, but also many buy the games from watching those same Let's Plays, and in fact I would argue that on balance you're going to get a lot more sales. Let's face it, Minecraft and dozens of other games would not have been anywhere near the hit they were without YouTube. And considering games like Mario, Super Smash Bros and Mario Kart are perfect YouTube fodder, I have just a strong feeling that it will help promote people buying either just the game or in some cases the Wii U too. Imagine you see a group of guys or girls on YouTube playing Mario Kart and you think, holy crap, that looks fun. I'm going to buy a Wii U because they're cheap at the moment. They've gone down in price. In the UK, they're available for 100 Great British pounds. Then, of course, you just got to get the game and you're absolutely sorted. It just makes absolutely no sense from any perspective, at least in my opinion. With large studios like Ubisoft and Electronic Arts and so on backing YouTubers, offering brand deals to YouTubers, offering and asking YouTubers to do a full Let's Play of their game. And by the way, this even happened with Shadow of Mordor, despite the fact that I do bitch at Warner Brothers policies, and some of those have been reversed supposedly, with the whole Shadow of Mordor controversy, where effectively limited the number of copies available for review, and then if you weren't part of a brand deal, you would either have content claims against your video, or you just wasn't given a code to begin with. Despite that, they even paid YouTubers to do a full Let's Play of their game. Now, that just kind of tells you something, that they know what's up. They know that, hey, if people think this game looks fun, because my personal thing, if I'm watching a Let's Play, I've been watching, I'll just tell you guys straight, I've been watching Jesse Cox play Skyrim, just kind of in the background sometimes, and I think to myself, hey, you know what, I own Skyrim, I'm still yet to bloody play the game properly, and I just really want to play it at this point, because it just, you look at him playing it and you think to yourself, I wonder what happens instead of going this way if he went that way. It's just how us as gamers work. I have a lot more I could say on this, but I don't really want to continue to cover what is effectively going to become old ground. I just think that this is a pretty poor decision by Nintendo, and I really hope that other companies do not move forward with this. I personally feel that it's a massive conflict of interest, and I feel that it does a massive disservice to Nintendo. And let's face it, Nintendo have some incredibly good products, but they are struggling right now in terms of trying to enter the console market, the actual main console market, so that would be competing against the Xbox and the PlayStation 4. So, I don't know. It's absolutely baffling to me. Oh well. Hopefully you've enjoyed the video. At least it's gotten something off my chest anyway. Take care. Bye for now.